How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another double feature in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition, or should I say Console Edition now? I guess it really doesn't matter. But anyway, Console Edition World of Tanks, this is the M60, a American Tier 10 Reward Premium Medium Tank. And, it's ass, besides this gun, which is arguably still not that good. But it's accurate, I will tell you that, but the rotation values while you turn the turret and just on the move aren't that great. Will you shoot a lot on the move, expecting to hit your targets 100% of the time? No, not really, but don't worry about it. I took off the advanced loader to make my DPM a little shit, and I exchanged it for the vertical stabilizer because I feel like I was missing shots that I shouldn't have otherwise. Actually, no, I take that back. I took off the advanced concealment after I did that, and I'm just sticking with loader, vertical stabilizer, as well as optics, and of course the advanced targeting system, so you can see the outline of other enemy tanks when you look at them. To not only up the DPM of the vehicle, that is decent already, but also, I don't know, make it so it can shoot on the move just a little bit easier. Increase that by like 20%. Although it says vaguely in the stats for the vertical stabilizer that it increases your accuracy by 20%, so I don't know what that means really compared to what it said before. I'm sure it says the improvements in the detailed statistics of the tank when you look at it in game, but yeah, the description for the item or equipment is very vague indeed. But moving on. Today we're going to be on Malinovka. This is Malinovka, right? Sure it is. Put an easy shot into the T-100LT, one of the deadliest light tanks in the game, and sneakiest at that. Definitely want to make sure I take him out of the game. I'm going to do my best to not say for the remainder of this commentary, but I do apologize if I do say it. Leopard 1's making a beeline for our southern flank, and our tanks are not really taking their time. Or, sorry, they are taking their time dying. I'm just going to take every opportunity I have here to put easy shots into him left and right every time I have the chance to reload. There's a light tank again. Will I get another shot off into him? I think this is where I start fucking up. Maybe. And there's a light tank. Nope, he's dead. That's great. Good job, Emil, too. Got a nice little double kill there a few seconds ago in the kill feed, and of course I either low roll or just hit him just not as hard as I wanted to. So he's still in the game, which is kind of ass. Don't expect things to bounce your tank, because it won't happen very often, and when it does, it's because you were in an auto angle, or auto ricochet angle. Oh, sorry, that was gross. Gonna keep that in for comedic effect, why not? I'm also drinking root beer, which could be causing that, but that's fine, it's fine. So, I'm going to take another hit here, or am I? No, I'm going to get undetected, and I'm going to take my time putting a free shot into this E4, wait for it, get a nice little side shot with my 268 average pen for my standard APCR rounds. Very awesome pen on this tank, but yeah, make sure that all your shots count. Make sure they go where they're supposed to. Even when E100s over-angle themselves, it's still possible to go through their lower plates. I'm not sure if I shot heat there, but if I didn't, then that was amazing that went through. It was probably heat, though. Speaking of heat, 350 premium pen for the heat rounds you get on this bitch. It's amazeballs. But, yeah, your turret is ass. If people shoot you in the turret from 400 meters away, expect it to go through. Expect no rounds to bounce off your tank because this thing's armor is ass. Do not try to side scrape with it. Do not try to brawl with it, because you have a cupola the size of France, or just Fat Albert in general. But yeah, doesn't have a lot of armor on it anywhere on the tank, and even if you're completely hull down using all 9 degrees of your gun depression available to you, people can still premium or standard round through your turret and cupola, which again is very big and available to them to shoot at all times. So I make a little mistake here. I think, oh, I'm going to get some free easy shots on these guys. Luckily that Des did not pop out and put a few shots into my bum. I think he would have had enough time to put 2 in but maybe he was just afraid of tanks that might have still been in the back, but that wouldn't make sense considering how much tanks are at the top right of the map right now. Spotted, I would presume, so kind of a cowardice move on his part. I'm going to do my damnedest here to miss some shots, apparently, because that was not aimed great at all on my end. Going to switch to heat because it's a Russian tank, and then it'll go right in. You know, when you aim it correctly, it does also help. In addition to the 350 pen heat rounds. So I'm just going to wait for him to turn his turret again. Wait for it. He's going to look to his left, and another shot goes in. No problem. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. M103, can I pop him one too as well? Yes, I can. Absolutely. He's a one hit. I'm going to finish him off, hopefully, and I do. Now that makes 6-4 in our favor. And, Batchat's going to go ham on that UDES 1516, and there goes the majority of his HP. I'm pretty sure he's going to die, but just in case he doesn't, I'm going to see if I can get one more pen, and of course I can't because the T-57 Heavy finishes him off. And the rest of their team, well, at least the Object 705A is over here. He's pretty healthy. I don't remember him being that healthy, but there he is. Free HP for me to shoot at, and then the remainder of their team is somewhere in the top left corner of the map, I believe. But he's taken care of. I'm pretty sure the light tank and the other tank can finish him off. Oh, that's right. I think I go to destroy the shit barn and he dies immediately, and so does the 705A. And now it's just the Artie. And naturally, he's the last one alive and he's gunning it around the map. But, I don't get a free hit into him, and he dies by one of my teammates, and that's fine. That's fine. I had a great game. I did 6,300 base damage with an additional 700. That makes 7k combined. Not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. With this tank and its 60 kilometer an hour speeds, you can get into a lot of spots very quickly around the map, but if you're in close quarter combat, there's a good chance you're going to get shit on immediately as soon as you pop out, so try and just use your teammates as meat shields or HP shields as much as you possibly can, and then just pop out when they've already fired or when you can at least just trade for damage, instead of, you know, firing once and then getting hit twice or once by a big top-tier TD. So, yeah, make sure that doesn't happen and you're good. You're golden. Track people to maximize your damage. Track people that other people are focusing on so you can maximize your damage. And the gun accuracy on this thing, as well as the aim time, is great. 1.60 aim time with, I got this bitch down to 0.29 accuracy per 100 meters, so that is pretty damn good. Per 100 meters, or whatever. It's got great accuracy, it might as well be a German gun. It's hilarious. But yeah, you're essentially a bigger, with less concealment, Leopard 1. Which isn't great. But, despite all its flaws, it's a good medium tank. It just... It shouldn't have the tier 8 turret on it, which it does. It doesn't say that in the modules, or whatever. But it has the T95 E4 or E2 turret on it, which is a tier 8 American premium medium tank. And it's got the same stats as that turret on console, but it's basically like the pre-buff Patton in tanks.gg. Good job on me missing that shot. That was great. I activate my consumables just to make my DPM maximized here. I think this was before I traded out I added the loader and the vertical stabilizer on. I only had the loader on at the time, so if my DPM isn't absolutely phenomenal, it doesn't really matter, as this guy's being focused down. I don't know why he came through the middle like that. Why would you charge? Why would you charge? Also, I'm gonna make... oh, I did say again. Shit. Fuck. I was trying not to say that. But moving on. I'm gonna try and make, like, hand-me-down knowledge videos of, like, Super Unicom guides and all that other good stuff. Like, certain situations I find myself in that other people may not know how to react to correctly, and I'll just say, like, oh, I I have faster DPM than these guys, and it's a turretless tank destroyer, so how am I going to survive a hit from him? I'm going to track him and then work my way around him, blah, blah, blah. You know, just certain situations that not a lot of people, or just people new to the game, might run into, and just things to overall help the newbies, or just people who are not very knowledgeable. That fucking light tank! Sorry? Sorry? I'm fine? I'm fine. It's fine. He's dead. Don't worry about him. He's gone. He's no longer an issue. In games like these, where your team is just charging through everything that you can see, it's best to be in front, only to be the first one to spot the enemies, but also do it, you know, hopefully minimizing your own risks, because if that happens, and that was a Death Star that just shot at me, I would have maybe one more hit to my tank before I explode. So, that's no bueno. That was not a shot I should have taken, but I did anyway because I was rushing for damage. But yeah, spotting near the end of the game, and when you can obviously see, like, oh, they're running out of tanks, it's time to be aggressive if you have full or near full HP. Like, get as much spotting damage as you can before the game ends, because that could be the difference between either going up in your mark or just having a good game overall if you did shit at the first half of it. So, yeah. There's already a tidbit of information for you. But it doesn't matter how long you've been playing the game, it's always helpful to learn some new tricks. Is that the same light tank that blocked me earlier? Oh my god, it is. That's so funny. He's working for the enemy team. Oh, but yeah. Yeah. This tank is disappointing, despite the fact that it looks like the the tech tree patent. It is not, and what I'm doing right now is kind of foolish, considering that Death Star is still alive to my right. Don't know how he's not spotted yet. Probably in the bushes, just hiding. He could have very easily finished me off there. So what I was doing was very risky. I would not recommend doing that if I was able to talk to myself in the past. But he wasn't targeting me, luckily, and I don't know why he wasn't, because I was very, very hittable from where he was. I'm going to put a tracking shot into the super conch, and then people are going to wail on him, and then I get all that damage in my assisted damage pool at the end of the game. And that helps a lot with marks. And it also helps if you damage them as well, just because, yeah, more damage plus tracking is awesome. If you just track them, that's fine, but if they don't get damaged within the time you track them, then you might as well have just damaged them outright, regardless. But that's the two games I wanted to show you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.